and my fiance is from Australia. So he was just here in October, and I took him to Cape Spear, Signal Hill, and Bowring Park.
We've had so many visitors come in and tell us it's the only downtown city they've ever seen that doesn't have a lot of mall stores. They're all independently owned, interesting, creative places.
I mean, you can be right on the ocean, and 5 minutes later you can be, eating in a great restaurant.
We get a lot of convention tourists, so a lot of people are here for the weekend anyway, and they want to get, some tourism in at the same time.
I find most people that come to the city definitely want to whale watch, icebergs, that type of thing.
The art scene, probably the LSPU Hall. A lot of our great Newfoundland talent came out of there, and it's always great to see some of the new up-and-coming artists. And the ship, of course, it's always a classic.
Middle Cove Beach, because the Cape are beautiful. We probably go to Cape Spear to see the big waves.
It really is a fun city. There are wonderful restaurants. We've got the most amazing array of restaurants. I just came back from New York, and we do just as well as they do.
St. John's is fun, St. John's is fancy, St. John's is historic, St. John's has great food, great entertainment, great views, St. John's has great weather, St. John's has great scenery, St. John's has great people, St. John's has great environments, St. John's has great views out office windows. St. John's is great. Of course you can spend a weekend in St. John's. You can spend a year here.
Yeah, lots of people from Alberta, from Vancouver, Ottawa, even from New York, Europe, they all say here is the best.
Bang for your buck for a town this size, like that's safe and all that stuff. I mean, there's music going on all the time. There's, tons of bars, and you pick your poison, right? You want techno, gay dance bar, you got that. You want Irish pub, you got that. You want, and everything in between.
Ask anybody who's ever come to St. John's for a holiday. Then when they get an opportunity, if there's a business trip, oh yeah, I'll take the St. John's trip. Pretty soon, if there's an opportunity to move here, oh yeah, I'll come and move to St. John's. And then when they move away, they spend the rest of their lives trying to get back here. St. John's fantastic.
Oh yeah, everybody wants to come back. Yeah.
There's a uniqueness and a specialness that people always come back. The art here, the theater here, the music here is all incredibly unique.
We have everything to offer. We have great food, great nightlife, a pleasant atmosphere, beautiful scenery.
Okay, well, obviously, probably our most renowned street probably had to be George Street.
George Street, of course, everyone loves a bit of entertainment, and our nightlife here is obviously the bomb.
George Street.
Yeah, they said it was world famous. I had to go see it and go drinking on George Street.
I don't want to sound cliche when I say George Street, of course. Nowhere like that in the world, I don't think.
I would definitely have a lot of fun in the Fashion District and George Street. It's George Street, it's infamous, you kind of have to do that.
It's to be seen, if nothing else. Again, for a city's size, because it's a small town, I mean, face it, right? But it's pretty cosmopolitan.
I think it's really good because in a way we're still really untouched. So it's, we've got the fresh air, but we still got all the other things. So I think a lot of people still think we're living 30 years ago, but it's actually quite sophisticated here, so there's lots to do, lots to see.
And I travel to big cities, and I'm more and more amazed at how we are upbeat. We're kind of what's going on. Just for style-wise, and just, it's just a whole artistic culture that's here. I think that, I think there's nowhere like it. I mean, there's a lot of cities who have this, but of this size, of this location, I think we've got something great going on here.
It's nice to be an island person. I mean, it gives us an identity, I think, that's very special. And not connected generically to what else is going on. We have a really strong, deep belief in our own being. I think we should emphasize our nice winters too, instead of seeing them as a detriment. I mean, they can be a little bit mucky and hard to walk around in, but they can be kind of romantic. We have lots of spots in town where people can go and hide away and do nice things together. Yeah.
George who?